my wonderful Libras, and welcome to my channel. I am Ivy Rose with Creatively Ivy Rose Oracle Readings. Now, this is a general reading for all of my Libras out there, so it may resonate with you, but then again, it may not. But if it does, please like and subscribe, as that'll help me to pick up on all of your energies for future readings. Now, all of the decks that I'm going to be using are going to be shown on my table here, but there will also be links in the description below where you can find and purchase these Oracle decks. Now, I also offer personal readings, and the link to my Etsy will be listed below. All right, beautiful Libras, let's go ahead and get into this reading. So the first deck that I'm going to be using is the Power Thought Oracle deck. It is a great deck because it gives you a singular power thought that you can take with you through your journey, through your circumstances, through your life. And we're going to see what comes up for you for the month of October. So Spirit, let's go ahead and get some cards for our Libras out there. Wow, that was quick. Anything else for our Libras? Whoa. For the month of October. Wow. That would have been way too many. Great. Let's do one more. All right, Libras, let's see what we've got. Oh dear. No, we are not taking those guys. All right. Life is simple and easy. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. I trust myself and I trust life. All is well. So Spirit is telling you to relax. Everything is a lot more simple than we make it seem, okay? Our brain likes to convolute a lot of things. Once we decide to see clearly and to tell ourselves that life is a lot more simple and easy than it appears, things start to clear up for us. So remind yourself, the more that you tell yourself these things, the more that they will start to happen. Universe will start making that happen for you. Everything that you need to know, you've got the information, and if you don't, ask for it. It will come. Trust yourself, trust that the universe has got your back. And things will get a lot easier and more simple for you, okay? Every thought I think is creating my future. The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choices about what I think. I choose balance, harmony, peace, and I express it in my life. So universe is telling you right now, every thought that you have is a big part of manifestation, okay? Manifestation begins as a thought, then turns into words, then translates to actions. So you right now are being called to think the most positive things possible. Think about the most positive outcomes for your life at this time. The more you put the positivity out there, the more that is going to come back to you. And that is what we call the law of attraction, which doesn't just apply to science, but they'll never tell you that. So remember that your thoughts are powerful and that everything starts with a thought. The more that you choose to think that your life is surrounded by balance, harmony, peace, the more that it will start to be expressed in your life. Remember how powerful your thoughts are. Because if we realize how powerful our thoughts are, we would never think another negative thought a day in our life. Okay? You've got that power to create your future in the most positive manner, if only you will choose to do that. And it starts with a thought. And last but not least, I express my creativity. My unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. My creativity is always in demand. So universe is calling you right now to express those creative talents. For some of you, you might have been putting this on hold for quite some time with how difficult things have been in the world right now, especially for a lot of us artists. Like I'm a singer and an actor, so it's right now that's very hard. Because of course, the arts got put on the back burner when all of this stuff started happening in the world. So for a lot of you, it might be that you had to put it on hold. And for a lot of you, there might be certain things that you thought, maybe I could delve into this, but, maybe not. I'm doubting. The universe is saying, no, stop with the doubts. And if you've been putting it on hold, it's time to start getting those creative juices flowing again, guys. Now is the time. Manifestation is the power to manifest right now is very, very strong. Use those vibes, use those creative talents to create a better future for yourself. Doing these things will start to make you remember why you started doing these things, and it'll start to make you realize how much potential there still is with these creative talents. The more you think that your creative talents are going to be in demand, the more you're going to start getting offers, the more that you're going to start realizing just how much people need those creative talents. Especially now where there's a lot of low vibrational energy and people are, in the survival mode, and a lot of people are in states of depression and anxiety and all of this low vibrational energy. People need these creative talents just for happiness alone. And you can share these things. It's time to start doing them now. Pull those things out of your back pocket and start getting back into them. Not only will it make you happy and fulfilled, but it'll make everybody else around you happy and fulfilled as well. And that starts to manifest great things in your life and in your future. All right? All right, the next deck that I'm going to be using is the Trust Your Vibes Oracle deck, which comes with this wonderful little guidebook that helps you to interpret the cards more easily. And these cards also go a little more in depth, so let's get to it, shall we? All right, Spirit, let's get some more cards for Libra. What do you have for my Libras for the month of October? What do you have for the month of October for Libra, Spirit? Let's try one more time. Oh, there we go. Let's get that energy flowing. Sometimes the cards take just a little longer to come out of some of these decks, guys, so bear with me. I'm doing a lot of singing in this one. Or maybe it was the last reading that I was injecting little singing things in there. That's like the automatic thing that I do when something becomes very uncomfortable for me is I start to sing my words a lot. So you are going to start hearing that in a lot of the readings that you see with me, okay? And in a second, if the cards don't start revealing themselves, I'm just going to pick from the top of the deck. So I'm sorry if some of you guys don't agree with that. I typically don't agree with that either, but this deck is being very pesky with me today. Oh my God. One more. Come on, Spirit. Give me some cards. Give me some cards. Oh, there we go. Finally. Oh, maybe my singing brought that out. All right. Goodness gracious. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have. All right. See the solution? Meditate and feed your spirit. Gosh, I already know where some of these cards are going to fit into this reading. This is crazy. All right, so the first thing is see the solution, number 46. Number 46. Your vibes not only help you tune into the flow of life and provide guided feedback about your soul's direction, they also broadcast your thoughts and feelings, which act like magnets and attract back to you the equivalent of what you send out. Law of attraction. Masterful sixth sensory beings work out their imagination muscles daily by visualizing exactly what they want. They focus on solutions rather than problems and constantly strive to improve their ability to observe them in their mind's eye. Your guides advise you to do the same right now. No matter what you're facing, know that there is always a solution, even if you can't see it immediately. Oh, excuse me. The key is to practice seeing perfect solutions in your mind's eye. In fact, practice seeing as many as possible. The more solutions you can visualize, the quicker you will attract the best one for you. This is a proactive use of your vibes and makes life much more exciting. I hope you'll see what I mean. All right, so seeing the solution is a big part of the law of attraction and a big part of manifestation. So in this society has made us, society has steered us in the direction of instead of thinking about the most positive outcome to every situation that we deal with, what's the first thing that we do? We think about the most negative thing that could happen, and that automatically lowers your vibration. And that automatically sends out those energies that say, hey, this is what I am inviting into my life. And that's what the universe is going to give if that's all you're doing is sending out all of those negative vibrations and those negative energies. So the universe right now is calling you to see the solutions instead of the problems, or instead of the negative ones, instead of the negative outcomes, to see the positive. Okay? Remember, it all starts with a thought. It starts in your mind's eye. So those two directly correlate with each other. It's definitely a more difficult exercise, but the minute that you begin to think a negative thought about the solution to a problem, shoo that away. That does not need to exist in your mind. That little voice in the back of your head that's always trying to complicate things for you, shut that up. Tell it, hey, I don't want to hear you. I'm going to do my best to think of the most positive solution at this time. And think of multiple ones, because the more that you do that, the more that you are open to receiving any one of those positive solutions. And once again, the more that you send out those positive vibrations, the more that they are going to be wow, I can't speak today. The more that they're going to be susceptible to coming right back into your life. So see the solutions, not the problems, and not the negative. Okay? Meditate. Number 22. You've been meaning to meditate, and you're managing to, sometimes. However, if you really want to live a fully grounded and sixth sensory life in the flow of synchronicity and good vibes, you must meditate every day. I know it takes time and commitment, but the gain is worth the effort. It stabilizes your sixth sense and trains your mind to quiet down so that you can hear your vibes more accurately. View meditation as a gift, not as an assignment or as an unpleasant duty. You don't have to meditate for a long time to be successful. 10 to 20 minutes is accurate. What is far more important is to meditate at the same time every day. The more consistent and predictable it is, the easier it becomes. Your subconscious mind starts to anticipate the time as a moment to relax and listen to your higher self, and it cooperates. If you're consistent, you'll receive the guidance you seek as you meditate. It's simple. Start with breathing slowly in to the count of 4, and then out to the count of 4, and relax. Think only of your breath and being. Start with 5 minutes and work up to 15. If your mind wanders, don't worry. Simply go back to breathing. Be patient and stay with it. Look forward to it. Enjoy your meditation time. It's an appointment with peace. So, universe is calling you to meditate. If some of you have been meaning to, now's the time. And if you've been doing it, now's your confirmation to keep going and to start testing yourself by doing it for longer periods of time. The more that you do it and the more frequent it becomes, and I'll tell you from experience, the more visions you'll start to see, the more you will be able to calm your mind and your body and your spirit and release anxiety faster, the more that you'll be able to call on your vibrations, and you'll be able to let thoughts flow in and out of your mind just like water. And instead of letting those thoughts convolute your mind, you allow them to be released. And that way you can get more in touch with what's down here instead, with the vibes that you are feeling. Vibes come so beautifully through meditation. Again, visions, thoughts, you might hear things. They come in many ways. And through that come epiphanies, come thoughts, come different solutions, different things that would not come to you if you just stay in the hustle and bustle of life. There's no way that you can get in touch with that inner intuitiveness if you don't stop to just sit and breathe and be. This is one of the best ways to train those thoughts too. And when you do that, what happens? You start realizing how much power your thoughts have. And you can start training your thoughts to see the more positive side of things, to start seeing the solutions instead of the problems. So it's time to get to meditating. Again, just like it said, even if you only do it for 5 minutes, as long as you make the effort to do it, and then you make the effort to try to do it every day and do it at the same times of the day, the more powerful it's going to become and the more that practice is going to serve you. Okay? And lastly, number 47, feed your spirit. This one's been coming up in a lot of the readings that I've been doing. We are very spiritually deprived right now, my friends. It is time to get back to our spirits, man. Don't let the world take over. Just as you must feed your body, you must also feed your spirit. It makes you stronger, energized, and more powerful. Most people are unaware of what feeds their spirit, but even if they know, they neglect to follow through. Don't be guilty of this. Feeding your spirit comes from choosing experiences that empower you and help you feel more authentic, spontaneous, and joyfully alive. Your spirit's food is personal. Only you know what your spirit hungers for. My spirit, for example, is fed by exercise, dancing, time with my children, good coffee, and walks with my husband. What feeds another may be a run on the beach, cooking, singing, or sleeping on a down pillow. Think about your spirit's diet. The more you feed it, the stronger it becomes. And when your spirit is strong, your vibes are loud and clear. Don't be a psychic anorexic. Feed your spirit every day. So, universe is saying, hey, just like you would take care of your body, you need to start taking care of your spirit. Feed that part of you. Because that's going to open you up to all of this. Again, that directly correlates to most of the cards right here, guys. When you feed your spirit, you open up that channel to start doing these practices more easily, more frequently, to start realizing the power that you have within you. You'll get in touch with those vibes more, and then all of this will come to you so much more easily if only you will do the work. Once again, only you know what feeds your spirit. Only you know what feeds that part of you. For me, for example, it is that cute little singing that I do. It is the singing that I do as a profession. It is playing video games, getting in touch with that childlike part of myself. You know what that is for you. Don't stop your inner child from being able to access those things, because when we do that, we stop living. We live for the world instead of living within it and allowing ourselves to be a part of these wonderful experiences. Feed your spirit, okay? It's very important, especially right now. We need it. And finally, last but not least, one of my favorite decks, Messages from Spirit by Lightworker Tarot and Oracle. She is amazing. Check her out if you have not gotten the chance. She's somebody that I've learned a lot about card readings from. So with that, Spirit, let's go ahead and get some stuff for Libra. What do you have for Libra? What messages do you have for Libra for the month of October? Anything else? Anything else for Libras for the month of October? Let me do one more. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. So this is only going to apply to a certain group of you in the collective, but take this how it resonates, like I always say. Your person is struggling and needs your compassion and understanding at this time. So for some of you, whoever you're dealing with, you might be going through a hard time with this person, but it's not because the relationship as a whole is being a hard time for you. It's because your person is struggling. They might have a problem communicating that to you or telling you or wanting to lean on you because, they might see that you're struggling too and they don't want to bombard you with all of their stuff. Reach out to them. Let them know, hey, if there's anything going on with you, which clearly there is, please talk to me. Please tell me. I'm here for you. And do that as much as your spirit allows you to right now. Of course, you can't give from an empty cup. You know what I'm saying? But if you can, with whoever you're dealing with, now's the time. Spirit is saying, hey, your person's struggling. They might not be telling you, so reach out. Just let them know, hey, I'm here. If you need anything, if you need to talk about anything, allow them to open up to you. And that'll start making things a lot easier in whatever relationship you're dealing with. And, it might not be a romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be. It could be a familial relationship. It could be a completely platonic relationship, a friendship relationship. But whatever that is, whatever that means to you, check in with them. See how they're doing. Make sure that they know that you're there for them. Okay? The circumstance you find yourself in is not worthy of the time spent worrying about it. Release it. So this is going to correlate back to a couple of things, but I'll get into that as the cards progress. So whatever it is that you have been focusing on at this time, Libra, is not serving you. Whether that be a relationship, a job endeavor, there's something that within you is not serving you, and the energy that you're giving is not being reciprocated or is not bearing any good fruit. Let it go. Release it. If you know it's not for you, again, the more that you get in touch with your vibes, the more that you'll start to feel them, especially when you get into situations like this. But if you know it is not for you and you feel that the energy that you've been giving is not doing anything, it's not making anything better, you're still stagnant, and you feel within you a dissonance when you think about this circumstance, universe is telling you, release it. Let it go. It is okay. And when you release that, you are allowing for the more positive energies to come into your life. Okay? So release. Sorry, that was my mail guy dropping off a package in front of my door. So anyway, release that energy. Let that circumstance go. It's not serving you. You know it's not serving you. You just don't want to release it. Sometimes it's easier to let things go than to hang on. And if you needed a confirmation, this is it. Okay? And again, when you release that energy, you make room for positivity and you make room for these blessings. Okay? Think about that. What you have been through can only make you stronger. The wait is over. So, some of you guys have been going through a lot of crap. I was gonna curse. I was like, no, don't start cursing yet. So, a lot of you have been going through a lot of tough stuff. May have to do with that circumstance that it's talking about, or getting yourself out of these negative thought processes. Whatever that means for you, take it how it resonates. But remember, everything happens not to you. It happens for you. Okay? So the universe is saying, and I read that wrong, not the wait is over, the worst is over. This is that confirmation right now. You've gotten through the biggest hump. Okay? Everything that is happening for you is to make you stronger, to make you a better person, to allow that growth into your life. It is all going to be okay. All right? like it said, the worst is over. And this is only going to make you a stronger, better individual for things to come. You've got this, Libra. You have got this, okay? And lastly, if a relationship doesn't last, it may be the universe telling you it wasn't supposed to. So this is that card that I was talking about, because I saw that right before I started reading all the other cards for you guys. So once again, for some of you, the person is only struggling. And that's not a reason to let go. For another majority of you, there's a relationship that is not working out. You know it, you feel it. That might be what the circumstance is about. That might be why you feel dissonance, or why you're having problem getting in touch with your vibes, because your focus is on a relationship that is not serving you at this time. Again, doesn't have to be a romantic one. Take it how it resonates. But this relationship, universe is saying this relationship isn't serving you. And maybe it's not working out for you because it's not supposed to. Because there's something better that's supposed to come into your life. And the longer that you hang on to this stagnant relationship, the longer it is going to take for you to receive the blessings that you're manifesting. Because you manifesting this perfect partner, or, you know, this good friendship, or whatever relationship that is that you are trying to manifest, is not going to be allowed to come into your life until you let this one go. So the universe is saying to you, maybe this relationship isn't supposed to last. And you're supposed to recognize that so that you can release it. Again, release the circumstance to allow the positivity back into your life, so that you don't feel dissonant, so that you don't feel like you're giving and not receiving the things that you need in your life right now. Okay? All right, Libra, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is wonderful to have you all here, and the love and support is so appreciated. And I will see you all in your next video, okay? Bye-bye.